Hey, good afternoon, JCPS. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a good week. I know we haven't had you in school this week, and I know it's been a challenging time in our community, in our state, and in our nation. And I know everyone is on edge and looking for more information at this time. As we all know, the vast majority of our employees are at home. All of our students are at home. We have a lot of our staff who are telecommuting right now, working from home. But what I can assure you is that we are working extremely hard to make sure that we build the best possible virtual school for our students in the coming weeks. So after conferring with the governor today, the governor made the recommendation that we extend the cancellation of school for 2 more weeks past spring break. So that will now take us to no earlier than April 20th coming back to school. So April 20th at this time, and as we all know, we'll have to continue to monitor that situation and see how that progresses. We know we have next week prior to spring break. What we are doing right now is really working hard to build a platform, a so-called virtual school. We'll have some hard copy options for students, but to build that virtual platform for students so that our teachers, beginning the week after spring break, can begin to provide that virtual instruction for students. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have a lot of communication out there to our families to make sure that they know exactly what will take place. On April 6th, our teachers will come back to work and begin that professional development, building that content to provide to students, learning the system. That same day, we want to make sure all students can log on. We're going to have a lot of options for technical assistance, numbers to call in to help our students. And so that will all be coming out in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. We're building that right now. We've been working extremely hard this week to do that, and then the instruction will begin for students on April 7th. We will continue to provide you information as we move forward on how long that will last and when the end of school will be. But once we have non-traditional instruction, those days start counting as instruction for our students. So we'll keep you posted on that work. But what I do know is we will have great instruction. We've challenged our principals to make sure each and every school communicates well with families and make sure we engages our students so the best learning possible can take place. We still have a lot of services we're providing to our families. First of all, namely, I want to thank all of those that are involved in providing meals to our families. We served over 50,000 meals this week alone in 5 days, and over 14,000 today alone. And so many people go into supporting that, and we thank you for that. And then also, we're looking to provide up to 25,000 Chromebooks for our students. We'll be rolling out a plan for any student on free and reduced lunch can call in and reserve a Chromebook for non-traditional instruction. And that's going to be so important, students and families. So be on the lookout for information on how to get that Chromebook. We're working hard to make sure we give all the tools to our students. Finally, we're looking for working with the mayor's office and other groups to try to provide Wi-Fi for families. That many times is outside of our realm, but we are pushing hard to make sure that we have that internet access for students. So lots are going on to really support our students and make sure that we are ready for that April 7th date. Our teachers April 6th. All students begin on April 7th with that non-traditional instruction, and to make sure we have the best possible instruction that we can provide to our students. And students, it's a great time to be looking into your Google Classroom because that's where most of this will happen, is within Google Classroom and within your backpack. So be prepared for that. Finally, I want to tell the class of 2020. I know this is very difficult and challenging, and my heart goes out to all of our seniors at this time. And my commitment to you seniors is no matter what, we're going to support you through this process to make sure that you are able to graduate, number one, and number two, that you do have commencement ceremonies. We will be doing that whenever it is safe to do that. We'll have to get direction, obviously, from Health Department, from the governor and the mayor. But when it is safe to do that, we will be having commencement ceremonies for every single school to make sure that you have the opportunity to celebrate with your classmates, your teacher, and your school, the class of 2020. So I'm committed to making sure that happens. We'll do everything we can to support you along the way. And hopefully we'll be back after April 20th and then can pick up all those senior events that you've had, but we'll have to keep it and monitor it. But without a doubt, we will have those commencement ceremonies. So please stay safe out there. I know everyone, you know all the protocols for staying safe. We'll continue to work hard on that instructional model so that that week after spring break we're ready to go. I'll be back several times next week to give you updates about the progress and some of the things that you might need to do in order to access those services that we're talking about. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.